Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Whatever time of the world it is that you're watching this, hi, how you doing? Welcome to Lipstick, Lashes, and Glocks. Oh my! I'm your host, Sammy V. I have some pretty exciting news. As you can see, it's like Christmas. He sees you when you're drinking. So just to get to the point, I actually came across an article on ammoland.com, and it reads, I'm going to read the headline real quick. It says, DHS says firearms retailers, manufacturers are essential businesses. I mean, come on. That's pretty breaking news. That's pretty exciting right there. So, I just want to get down to it real quick so I can read it to you. So the document, in the article, it says the document released by DHS, which is Department of Homeland Security, says that workers supporting the operation of firearm or ammunition product manufacturers, retailers, importers, distributors, and shooting ranges are considered essential. How exciting is that? I am beyond words right now. I'm super excited. The one reason why I thought it was kind of ridiculous that they were closing these places down and making them be considered non-essential per se in a lot of states, I thought was ridiculous. I mean, really, when you think about it, we sit there and we're watching all this media stuff, and if you are to believe everything in the media, there are a lot, apparently a lot of criminals that are going to be released out into society. So now you have people who have never owned a gun before panicking, that are frantic, that don't know what to do. Also, aka the toilet paper hoarders, you know, when other people that don't have none get run out, they know that you've been hoarding it. So I'm just, anyways, not here nor there. No judgment. Once again, no judgment. But there is this fear now of criminals being released out into our streets. So what better way to protect yourself than to have a firearm, to have some experience? So, you know, there are a lot of LEO agencies that unfortunately, they're not staffed enough for everything that's going on in the world. So one of the things that a lot of people are doing, once again, going out and purchasing a firearm. To me, it's very important to have all of these components considered essential, because you have a lot of first-time gun buyers going out. They are applying for it the way that all of us law-abiding citizens have been applying for gun licenses and weapons permits, etc., for years. They're going through the process now. One, I actually saw a Florida gun owner or a shop. They were having so many issues because people were going in saying, I'm here to buy a gun, and expecting to walk out of the store with a firearm. No, sir or ma'am. This is what every other law-abiding citizen that has applied for a permit and for and to obtain a gun has gone through before you. So you have to go through the same steps. So there was a lot of frustration on the customer's behalf, as well as the gun owner's behalf, the gun owner shop, the shop, because they were expecting to walk out straight away. So there's the non-educated part of owning a gun, that it makes this whole this headline very important and detrimental, Because really, when you think about it, you're going to sit there, be your first time owning a gun. You've never held a gun. You have no experience with it. This is what shooting ranges are for. Last time I checked, when I go to the shooting range, my shooting range buddy is not shoulder to shoulder with me. It has been social distancing. There's like a social distance between me and the person that I'm shooting with. We're not like on top of each other. So shutting down a shooting range was really, really stupid to me. I couldn't understand why they couldn't be considered essential and why they couldn't stay open. Another reason why the shooting range is super important, there's so much knowledge there that a first-time gun owner can take advantage of. So why would we shut them down? Why would we not help a first-time gun owner to get the education that they need, to have someone who's super knowledgeable to explain to them the steps of the mechanics of how the gun works, of how it's important to utilize certain distances and be able to understand what it feels like to shoot that gun. I mean, really, when you think about it, like, we were sitting there giving guns, we were issuing permits, we were issuing licenses, we were allowing people to finally, after they went through the proper procedures to obtain that firearm, but we weren't giving them the education behind it. You were shutting down that education piece to help with the experience, so when it comes down to it, that they want to protect theirs. And the whole reason why they probably came in the first place, we took that out. So the fact that now we are able to consider them as essential personnel, it makes me so happy. You know, I would say, because another thing, if you are a first-time gun owner and you don't have any experience, shooting ranges are predominantly small business owned. So not only are you getting the experience, you're getting personalized experience from, personalized knowledge from someone. You are supporting local businesses. I mean, what more could you ask for? To me, that's the true American way. So let's continue to go out there, make sure that everybody is aware. Call your local shooting ranges and your gun shops to make sure that they are open, that they are aware of this. This is something that everybody has to be aware of, which I'm pretty sure they are already aware of. But just in case someone doesn't have the access, you know, they're in the rural areas that don't get on the internet. They, you know, hey, I don't judge. I love living off the grid. That's like the best part of living off the grid, is being off the grid. But not here nor there. Let's continue to support local businesses. Let's say thank you so very much for for the administration even acknowledging that this is such an essential part of being able to survive, especially in these COVID times. I mean, it's scary. It truly is. But stay safe out there. Let's continue to stay safe. Stay vigilant. That is definitely something that you need to do. Stay educated. If you have questions about firearms, you can send them to me. You can send them. Just make sure you ask. If you have no experience with them, ask someone who does. Don't be afraid to say, hey, I don't know how this works. And to us already fellow gun owners, let's give these new people some help. Let's help them with some advice that really would be beneficial to the first time gun owners. Let's continue to be supportive of each other. Let's continue to support the Second Amendment. And with that being said, if you have any comments or any topics that you would like for me to cover, just hit the little bell down below. So every time I make a new video, it'll show up. Also, comment below what you want me to cover. Like, comment, subscribe. And you guys have a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, and have a great day. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Have a great day.